Hi guys, as promised, we'll be having another example here on the topic rewriting conditional statement using different connectives or signal words. So in this case, we have the given statement, Noel takes a taxi only if he does not have enough money. And our connectives here or the signal words would be since, when, and suppose. So as I told you in my previous video, before you write, identify first what the hypothesis is, what the conclusion is. So that would be using our note here that has preserve and switch part. So let's check only if at the middle of the statement would be under preserve. So it means that would be hypothesis only if conclusion. So prior to the phrase only if would be the hypothesis, after the phrase only if would be the conclusion. So it means that our hypothesis here would be the proposition prior to the word or the phrase only if. So that would be Noel takes a taxi. That's our hypothesis, right? Green. So let's have all the part of taking a taxi there, green. All right, there. After the phrase only if would be our conclusion. So let's have another color there, say blue. He does not have enough money, so let's label there C. Let's color all the C about Noel not having enough money. There you go. Okay, so let's check. Since S there is in lowercase, so it means that that's at the middle part of the statement, not at the start of the statement, so middle part. Since, that would be switch. It means that conclusion comes first, and then since, after the word since would be the hypothesis. So we are to write conclusion first, and our conclusion here is the blue one. Noel not having enough money, blue. Since, green. Hypothesis, correct. Conclusion, since, hypothesis. Conclusion, since, hypothesis. Careful though. Though yes, we know that under conclusion we have here he, and the Noel is under hypothesis. As discussed in my previous video, careful with rewriting. Although yes, we may change some of the words as long as the concept is the same. Note that if we instead have here he, having he does not have enough money since Noel takes a taxi. If we started he there, he in this statement might not be Noel, correct? And like if we start at Noel and if we use pronoun he here, since he takes a taxi, he there would right away be talking about Noel. Okay, so yeah, please insert here he, that would refer to Noel, pronoun he. So in that case, it would be Noel does not have enough money since he takes a taxi. Correct. Next would be when. And our W there is an uppercase, so that means at the start of the statement, and that's under preserve. It means when hypothesis, comma, conclusion. So let's check. When hypothesis green, comma, conclusion blue. As discussed in my previous video, whenever you start at a signal word under conditional statement, do not forget to use comma, because right after the comma would be the conclusion. Okay. Lastly would be suppose, as there is in uppercase, so that means that should be at the start of the statement. Now suppose is synonymous to since. assume, assume, yeah, consider, when. So suppose here is still under preserve. All right, so let's add that one here. Suppose at the start. Okay, so suppose hypothesis comma conclusion. Suppose hypothesis green comma conclusion blue. Okay, so if you still have confusions regarding this example, feel free to have comment below. I'll be having another video wherein we are to discuss this in writing. All right, thank you.